Hey all, sorry about that. We are back with Mighty Number 9, and hopefully, things are okay. So, I know that this was released way back in 2015, 2016, and I know this seems like a really odd choice for a game to run through. So, the reason I'm thinking about running through this right now is because actually, in December of no, excuse me, January of this year, I actually got Mega Man 11 off of a family friend. He gave it to me. No, I bought it off of him for $20 instead of 30 that I could get anywhere else. And I thought actually it might be fun to see what the predecessor, what Mighty Number 9 looks like before we get into a comparison with Mega Man 11. Now, I know that Mighty Number 9's been out for like 4 years, and about 4 years, I think. I mean, 3, 4 years. It was released in 2015, 2016, I think. I need to look it up. I'd have to look it up to be sure. But main point being that this, I know it's been out for a while. I know there have been playthroughs, and I'm sure by now everyone knows the reputation that it's gotten. But nevertheless, I thought I could just play through it again so that we have a good reference point. We could see how Mighty Number 9 plays. You could get my impressions of it, get how I feel about it, and see what the gameplay looks like, and then we just move on. And then afterward, we move on to Mega Man 11 and see what it does compared to this one. My plan for now is I'm going to play the main game where you play as Beck, and I'm pretty sure if time permits, I'm going to try to play as I'm going to play the DLC as Ray. So, as you probably guessed, this is not going to be my first time playing through Mighty Number 9. I have played through this game once. I've beaten it. And I played through some of the Ray DLC, but eventually another game just took over my interest. And ever since then, Mighty Number 9 just languished in my Steam library. So, with all that said and done, and again, sorry all for the long delay on my part, let's just get started. I recently reinstalled this game, so I see it still has my old info here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to play a completely new game. Standard difficulty level, good challenge, all enemies powered up, all powers unlocked, strive for even greater heights, no question asked, one death. Okay, we're just going to do normal because, or actually, all enemies powered up, all powers unlocked. What does it mean by all powers unlocked? You know what, we'll play through like Mega Man, we're going to play through normal. I'm just going to set this on normal for now. So, here we go, guys. We'll do normal.
It is the present year. Breakthroughs in robotic technology have ushered in a new era of peace and prosperity. Violence is confined to the Battle Coliseum, where robot combatants face off in spectacular duels. Today, the Coliseum walls once again echo with the shouts and cheers of excited fans, when suddenly
System ready? Go!
Professor! Beck. And functioning normally, it would appear. What on earth has happened? It's chaos everywhere. Well, we won't figure it out here. We must make for the laboratory, and quickly! Beck, you forge ahead and clear a secure path. I'll follow and monitor your progress. Yes, sir.
So already we're seeing the graphical fidelity of this game. It, plain and simple, it doesn't look that great, as you can see. Like, look at the professor right here, and just look at back. The graphics are not that strong, not that good looking. The X running animation also isn't that smooth. It's kind of janky. The right word for it? It's kind of stilted. There we go. That's what I meant. I meant stilted. And right now I'm just like running.
Once again, the president has declared a countrywide state of emergency. This based on reports of haywire robots rampaging out of control in all 52 states. I'm being told we have a comment from Gregory Graham, CEO of Cherry Dynamics. Cherry Dyne, of course, being the world's leading robot manufacturer. Let's go there now, live.
Attention! Attention! Is this thing on? My fellow Americans, in this time of crisis, we at Cherry Dyne would just like to express that this isn't our fault. It's that Dr. Blackwell. He's the one behind this. Blame him! We at Cherry Dyne are doing all we can to help fix the situation. It's Blackwell. Hello, is this thing on?
Avi?
And now let's go live to our Eye in the Sky Avi for today's Avi News Traffic Report. Thanks, Avi. As you can see, we've got a few accidents eastbound on, well, everywhere!
Mighty number 6? What does he think he's doing? Unless... could he be malfunctioning too?
I don't know. What do you think? You think that's his normal function?
Uh-oh. A security bot. And it's out of control, unlike all the others. Beck, there's no other way. You'll need to fight your way through. You can handle this. I know you can. Professor, I'll do it. Beck, did you just absorb the cells of a weakened robot? My goodness, assimilate them? Of course, I designed him with that capability, but I hadn't thought it functional yet. Why now?
So one of the main problems that's already present with this level is it's not, for one thing, it doesn't have a smooth transition. Like it doesn't feel like it has an even pace. It's always stopped by like cutscenes and conversations. Superfluous story elements like what we saw with that guy talking for Cherry Dynamics and the conversation between Beck and Dr. White. And also it's kind of hand-holdy too. Hey Makuro, good to see you again. Yep, Dr. White. This is the first time? Yeah, then you might be in for a little treat. This game isn't fun. This game isn't pretty to look at, but maybe it can be a little fun. So, the big draw... Oh, look at those pizza explosions. So the big draw of this game is basically shooting enemies and being able to absorb their power. Like, yeah, it's like Mega Man, but not necessarily like that.
That's more like it.
So what it is that you shoot enemies, regular enemies, and you dash up to them, and basically you absorb their life energy to fuel yourself. Basically, it's an interesting way of empowerment, effectively. It is a very interesting mechanic. Oh, wait, where am? Oh, there you are. There I am. Okay, so since we have a little time, so the entire idea is that when I get close enough to an enemy and I dash into them, I basically absorb their cells into myself, and I can empower myself. That's the entire draw of Mighty Number 9, and that's the game mechanic that they want to base the game off of. And in all honesty, I think it's a cool mechanic. It's a neat idea, and it emphasizes like speed running and just trying to go quickly. The biggest problem with the game, as I'll show later, is that the level design doesn't really complement it.
Dr. Sanda's calling. Sanda, what's the matter?
What's the
matter? What the bleeding heck do you think's the matter? Are you okay, Will?
Oh, fine. Fine. More or less. And yourself?
Less than fine. Much less. These robots gone wild are tearing the place apart. I've sealed myself in the lab, but who knows how long before they break through?
Understood. We're already on our way. You try to hold them off as best you can. Bring it on.
So one of the problems with this mechanic, as cool as it is that if I can absorb one, but if I don't damage the other, I can run right into them, and basically I hurt myself. And the problem too is that it's not easy to really, for example, those two right there. Like, say I could shoot one of these, I try to absorb it, and I do, but I also run to him, so I get damaged. So I'm being punished for exactly what the game is telling me to do.
The fastest possible route to the lab.
This is one of the main issues with the game, unfortunately. The mechanics don't really, the mechanics don't really complement the game design very well.
That's more like it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It also punishes you needlessly because with the dash that you use, because when you dash, it's supposed to be like the sense of going quickly. But what they're doing is basically they place enemies in front of you that forces you to halt. It's like playing Sonic where you cannot tell what's in front of you.
Here we go. Right. The lab is just ahead. Sanda. Sanda, are you still there? Have the robots torn you to pieces?
Criminy! Tactful as always, William. I'm here, but for Pete's sake, hurry!
What was that? A demolition unit. How on earth did it manage to get down there? Beck, quickly! You must stop it before it destroys the entire laboratory!
Alright, first boss. So that's the mechanic for this one, where instead of just doing plain and simple damage, you gotta run into them to absorb the Zell and finish and basically acquire the energy again. What happens if you don't is they will recover. Like, let me just wait for a little while. And yeah, his health recovers, so I gotta run into him as soon as I can once that's up. Like so. Ugh. Thank you. All in all, not a hard boss.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
I could see that, yeah.
Mission clear.
Yeah, I can see the Darkstalkers 3 comparison, but truth be told, it doesn't complement the game very well. I mean, I see what you mean, and I like it. I can agree with it, but at the same time, like, how they do it here, nah, it's not that great. It's just more punishment for the player. Oh, hey, Call.
Are you alright?
Will, Beck, thank goodness. But where are the other mighty numbers?
Well, based on empirical evidence, I believe they might be suffering from this robot affliction that's going around.
Crikey! It's like every bot in America went completely nuts all at once. Let me contact my brother at the head office in Tokyo. Maybe he can send help.
His mouth is just hanging open.
I'm sorry, Soichiro,
Please understand. The Japanese government won't let us intervene until we know the cause of the malfunctions.
I was afraid of that. But it makes sense. After all, any robots you send to help could be affected as well, making things even worse.
Just to confirm, Mr. Sanda, if we can isolate the cause of the robot rampage, you'll send aid?
Absolutely, Professor White. Anything we can do. Did you have a plan in mind?
Yes. We'll send Beck to track down all his fellow mighty numbers. Great idea! Wait, what? His assimilation ability should filter any irregularities from his siblings' programming. If we can gather and study multiple samples, perhaps we can isolate the cause of the problem.
It's a long shot, but it's our only hope. The fate of the entire country hangs in the balance. I'll finish reactivating Cole so she can provide support. Let's get to it!
Professor, Not to worry, Beck. This is well within your capabilities.
All right, quit your lollygagging. It's up to us to stop those rampaging bots.
So already we are seeing that this background is very lacking. The character models are lacking as well, and just it looks incredibly bland. In addition, the cutscenes are slow. They kind of drag a little long, and overall not very interesting. I mean, to show like what this is our hub right now. Like this is what we got.
Ah, a new training mode is ready. The VR training program I devised. Care to try it?
Mega Man 11? Right now it'll be once I finish up Mighty Number 9. I'm gonna say... I'm not good with estimates. I'd say that it might be, depending on how quickly I progress, maybe... I'd say maybe late March or maybe start of maybe April-ish. But I don't know. I'm just going to be playing this game along with Hollow Knight, so we'll see. Anyway, until then, God, I forgot how bad these models look.
VR training regimen played over the internet. The VR training program I devised.
No,
Secure a stable online connection for best results.
No worries. No worries, Makuro. It's all good. Dang, does he do that? I forgot. I didn't know he did that. So whenever I move to something, he's just gonna...
strong in your travels, Beck. Show me all that you...
God, you're just gonna...
strong in your travels. A combat training routine generated... You've grown strong in your travels, Beck. Show me all that you've learned.
Oh, this is poor game design right here. He's just repeating the same line over and over.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
Don't care for that.
Attention! A new tip has been unlocked.
And here we have...
Configure controls and view tips.
Here we have...
You can also adjust these settings in-game.
Here we have roll light. AKA not best roll, I agree. Original roll is best roll.
Adjust graphics quality and volume settings. These cannot be changed in-game. Return to the title screen. End the game. Return to the title screen. End the game.
They had the idea to basically, in this game, give her no personality. For whatever reason, they decided that Call would just be like an assistance robot with no personality. They sort of address it later. Spoiler alert. Sorry, spoiler alert, but I don't think anyone cares. They do kind of address it, but it's not much. Just saying, they just kind of address that Call notes something about Beck in contrast to herself. That's not much, though. I disagree. I think Call is cute, but the lack of a personality is what really, it's a major drawback for her. That's on, like, I don't mind the design, honestly. It's pretty cute. It's obviously inspired by Roll. There's absolutely no doubt that this is just Roll in another skin. But at the same time, the lack of personality, any amicability, or like showing that she's concerned or worried, it's not that great. Like, in general, I don't like characters with like very little personality, and unfortunately Call fits that right now. Anyway,
Go ahead and choose your next target.
other than that, like, pretty much everyone here, they're not very memorable. Like Sonda, White, Call, they're not that memorable. Anyway, let's get started. I don't know who that is. Vermilion Destroyer was added to the select screen. Okay, so that should be the DLC, which we'll do later. Alright. So these are our stages. Oh, by the way, Vermilion Destroyer. I wonder who this is supposed to be. That design looks vaguely familiar to me. I wonder if you could zero in on it. This is the DLC, so I think this is the DLC, so we're not gonna do this for now. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a stage, but I'll check it up later. Until then, we've already finished the city. Yeah, sorry man, I don't know who Ayanami Rei is. I don't know, is that I feel like I've heard that name before. Is that Evangelion? Alright, so who should we go after first? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm actually not too familiar with that anime series. I've only heard some names, but I don't know much else beyond that. I mean, and I guess to clarify, a lack of personality can be okay, but I would like to see, like, there is some, like, you see bits of it underneath that kind of thing. Like a character with just no personality whatsoever, they're not fun. They're not too fun for me. Not unless you have other characters to really bounce off of. Like, say, a character with no personality that shows very little emotion versus someone who does show a lot of emotion. They're very dynamic. And they can kind of poke fun at each other a little bit. Like, that kind of dynamic's pretty fun. But I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm getting distracted. We'll start with Mighty Number 1. Pyrogen. Close-range fighter robot proficient in melee combat. Possesses flame generation ability and can attack through self-designation. Wait.
Mighty Number 1, Pyrogen, has been sighted near this oil refinery. Prevent a large-scale inferno.
You, all set, then?
Yes, Sonda, I'm all set. Let's do this.
System ready? Go!
Wow, look at that background. Look at those trucks.
A robot running wild at an oil refinery. I don't like the look of this at all.
Not exactly ideal conditions, I'll grant you that. Quickly now, Beck. Locate Mighty Number 1.
Oh, god damn it. You mean sound quality-wise, or, sound quality, sound mixing, or just, like, the, conditions of what's happening? Oh, I lost my, power up already. Yeah, the voice acting leaves a lot to be desired. The sound mixing, I think, is kind of bad too, and I'm not an expert in it, but it definitely sounds like some things are a little louder or quieter than they actually should be. Ooh, pizza explosions. Dang, look at that background, it's just bland. I didn't notice that the first time I played.
That's more like it. go. Here we go.
Okay, there's a speed boost and attack boost. Oh, shoot.
Bring it on.
This is a neat gimmick for the level. There's oil pits, there's oil slicks. Ah, God. Oil spread across the floor and they will light up on fire. That is honestly an interesting stage gimmick.
Bring it on.
God damn, I'm getting hit everywhere.
Pyro.
Burn! The world must burn!
Pyro, wait!
Warning. Multiple incoming robots detected.
What? Where?
Jesus, look how... Those fire trucks are pretty blocky.
It's confirmed. Pyro has gone rogue as well. Beck, we must hurry.
Here we go. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Oh my! Did you see all those bots? And such power! These designs of yours are something else, Will.
Yes, well, under the circumstances, that hardly feels like a compliment.
It really does look like Legos.
Here we go. That's more.
It's terrible, like how bad this all looks. And this was in development for like, I think this is, dang, when was this? Like 2012, 2000? Oh crap. I think it was like 2012 or 2013 when it was announced, and it was released 2015, 2016. So about 3-4 years of development, and this is what it looks like in the end.
That's more.
I mean, honestly, it feels like this could be a phone. It feels like this should be in a. It looks like a phone game.
Bring it on.
Oh, this part. Okay, we gotta rush.
Look out!
Heat.
Back! Look out!
Heat has compromised the integrity of nearby structures. Please proceed with caution.
Here we go.
I got an extra life. That will help at least a little bit.
That's more like it.
I don't. I'm gonna play it safe. Okay, we can't play safe here. We actually gotta rush through here. Oh, god damn it. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Oh my god. And it's level design like this that makes this game pretty terrible. Basically, they set this up specific. The way that this is set up is that you're supposed to rush through it by throwing obstacles in your face to hamper your progress.
Not exactly ideal conditions, I'll grant you that. Quickly now, Beck. Locate Mighty Number 1.
Alright, let's try this again.
That's more like.
I think I've seen some stuff in Fate Grand Order, and I agree. Like, just as a whole, this is pretty lacking. I mean, this is like what you'd expect from a cheaply made fan game, in my opinion. I mean, honestly, I've done some Unity programming before, and this is like what I would expect for like a school project. Like a really good school project.
Here we go.
Oh, fire, fire, fire.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Okay, we can skip the cutscene. That's good.
And it's confirmed. Pyro has gone rogue as well. Beck, you must hurry.
He's a little slippery when he's really fast, too.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Oh my! Did you
Yeah.
see all those bots? And such power! These designs of yours are something else, Will.
Yes, well, under the circumstances, that hardly feels like a compliment.
Yeah, like what you just saw earlier, where I ran to that fireball as I was absorbing that enemy. This is the kind of design that's really counterproductive. That doesn't complement the mechanics very well. Oh god.
Bring it on.
I'm still alive. I'm okay. We'll be fine. Why didn't you grab that?
Beck, look out!
Heat has compromised the integrity of nearby structures. Please proceed with caution.
Here we go.
Not doing that. Alright, how's this gonna go this time? Screw that. Oh, ah! An emotion chip would be good for, would definitely be good for Call. Oh well. Until then, she'll have to make do. Nope. We are okay. Oh, that could have been bad. Nope. All right. Gonna delay a little bit next time.
Bring it on. That's more like it.
Why didn't I do that the first time? I should have just like slowed down. My bad. No, that was my bad. I tried to rush through it when I really should have just slowed down.
Finally.
You. Why you not burn? Why you not burn?
Uh-oh.
Burn.
I think he wants me to burn.
And you burn. Crush. What?
Oh, why did I do nothing there? I thought he was gonna like jump over me. Alright, you know, let's... Oh, I don't have health. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Crush is when he's gonna do that. He's gonna charge.
I don't want to fight you, Pyro. Please snap out of it.
Ooh,
It's no use, Beck.
what's this?
Far gone.
Oh, bugger. Attempt 2.
Here we go. That's more like it. Hi.
And they just play through the cutscene again. They don't let you... You don't have to... It's not an auto-skill. Oh, come on. I disagree with that.
I don't want to fight you, Pyro. Please snap out of it.
It's no use, Beck. He's too far gone. You'll have to stop him by force.
Alright, what do we got? Got you. I think I got him. Oh. Yeah, I got him. And you gotta charge into it to finish the fight.
Snap out of it. Now.
Beck, is that you?
Mission clear.
Cool off, you hothead.
Jiminy! Attaboy, Beck! Come on, Will. Show a bit of enthusiasm.
Perhaps you should show a bit of restraint, Dr. Sanda. This is only the beginning. Call, please transfer Beck's assimilated cell data over to my terminal. I want to begin my analysis and see if I can isolate the root of the malfunction.
Right away, Professor White.
Incidentally, Sanda, I caught a bit of news on the way here. The president of Cherry Dynamics was insisting the source of the incident is Dr. Blackwell.
What? Poppycock! Blackwell is a genius, but he couldn't possibly be behind this.
You must admit, there are similarities to his last plot to shut down every robot in America.
You mean how they both originated at the Battle Coliseum? But he was caught and arrested. Even Blackwell isn't clever enough to pull this off from inside a maximum security prison.
Indeed. I wonder why Mr. Graham seems so certain. Well, enough of that. There's data to sift through. Sanda, can you continue assisting Beck?
Absolutely. Let me know as soon as you discover anything.
These animations are so damn lazy.
All right, quit your lollygagging. It's up to us to stop those rampaging bots.
Okay, so what they also do here is that when you clear a certain area, after the boss can help you out. Oh yeah, go for it. Mega Man X4, I played and beaten that several times. It's my favorite Mega Man X game. Dude, go for it. So something they also, very quick, something they also do is that when you beat a boss, they can help you out in another stage. And the interesting thing is that you have no choice in the matter. They will automatically help you. In this case, if I think Pyro here will help you with the water area.
Mighty number 2, Cryosphere, has been traced to this treatment plant, which subsequently ceased operations.
No, okay, yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, I guess at least it's better that he's able to purify them of their corrupted programming versus in Mega Man and Mega Man X games, and most of them you have to physically retire them, aka kill them. That's a fair point at least.
Pyro here. I'm in. Cryo's certainly done a number on the place. I'll be fine. But Beck, you'll want to really watch your step. This is one slippery situation.
Yeah, seriously. No, I know what you mean exactly. Iris did not need to die in Mega Man X4. Absolutely did not need to die. Also, we'll go with the stage.
All set, then?
So here's an example of like what happens when you have a boss beside you.
System ready? Go! What's this? The main entrance is frozen shut!
No shit.
Back, proceed east. I've located an alternate route into the waterworks via the reservoir.
Oh god, this water. Yeah, Iris really did not need to die. And honestly, I really wish we got to see more of her. Like, she could have been, I think she could have been kind of interesting. And of course, just like her death is completely needless.
Careful, Beck. Contact with any of that malfunctioning purification equipment could be fatal.
Could be. Really? They look like death spikes. I wouldn't have thought so. God damn it. Well, this is what we're fighting for, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Is there anything up here? No. Forgive me, Zero!
That's more like it.
Her lines are not as bad as... Oh god, this better not pull some like stupid shit up. Okay, good. Wait, really? I got knocked back into the... God, fucking... I got knocked back into the spikes from that hit. As I was saying, her fight lines are not as bad as General's. My fate is sealed. I have no choice. Yeah, I think what happened is I got hit by the projectile and it knocked me back into the malfunctioning purification equipment right here. Oh, there was a secret path. Ooh.
Amazing! Zooks! Just watching this gives me the heebie-jeebies. How much farther to the waterworks?
Just ahead, Dr. Santa. Beck should be entering the facility shortly.
Here we go.
Yeah. Sigma's was great too. Prepare to be space dust. The end. God, I feel like I'm channeling Palpatine a little bit with that. Alright, was there anything down here? Yes, there was. Oh. Yeah, that's some pretty bad knockback right there. Oh yeah, there's low gravity in this, so I could... Ow! Oh! Do you see how far up I went from that knockback? That was how I got into those spikes. Oh, that's so stupid.
What the? It's not just the entrance. The entire place is like one giant ice rink.
This is Cryo's handiwork, all right. Careful, Beck. You know how she loves her pranks.
Ow.
That's for...
Man, it's just... This
That's
place is
more
so
like...
barren.
Well, nice to see you, Beck. You're on thin ice here, running some China to get cold feet, okay?
She's probably the most annoying of the bosses in this. Not necessarily Zero G, just like water physics. It shouldn't apply to knockback in my opinion though. Okay. Okay, that hurt. Alright, that's one. Almost got you. There we go. Like I said, I think it's more water fixes than actually it's not no G. Oh hey Pyro, what are you doing?
There's only one way to get past all this ice. Burn right through it!
So how are you helping me with this?
I'll get the waterworks back up and running. You take care of Cryo.
So what exactly are you doing for this stage? I actually don't know. And ice physics, of course.
That's more like...
Ah! Ugh.
Okay, let's try this again. After all, revenge is a dish best served cold. Oh, you aren't hurt, are you, Beck? Here, let me put some ice on it. Ooh.
God, it's even worse than Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Can I use it? No, I can't. Oh my... I think I'm gonna die. Yeah. It's just ice punch all day, every day.
Okay, let's try this again. After all, revenge is a dish best served cold. Oh, you aren't hurt, are you, Beck? Here, let me put some ice on it. Ooh.
Yes! Alright, we're through. Oh, I think it's, no, he didn't. It's still slippery. I thought it's like, usually it's all iced over, but it looks like it doesn't matter because I'm still feeling ice physics with this. Alright. Alright, come on, you bastard. Fire. Or, never mind then. I'll go. No! I can't grab ice blocks.
That's for...
No.
Let's fire it up! The waterworks is back in business, Beck. All that's left is for you to flush number 2.
You You just refuse to chill out, don't you, Runt? Well, I'm sure it's nothing a little cold shower won't cure.
Sadly, not for a while, Makuro. Also, most annoying boss fight in the game. I really had hoped that they would have fixed this, they would change this fight from the beta, but they didn't. Oh, hey. Come on, get down here. Alright, screw this. I'm using my power. I'm gonna use your weakness.
Not bad, Run. Now that we've broken the ice, time to give you the cold shoulder.
Oh, dang. Oh, thank God.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
Back! Phew! Am ice glad to see you.
Mission clear.
What should we tackle next?
Alright, to be sure, do I need to save?
Attention! A new tip has been unlocked. Return to the remember when
Alright, just a quick check.
Return
I
to
can't
the title.
remember.
Mighty number 9.
No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we're fine. Alright, so 2 bosses down. We still got 6 more. Let's see. Do I want to go in alphabetical order, or do I want to go by weakness? I mean, not alphabetical, numerical. Excuse me, what am I thinking? You know what, we'll just go with my number 3 for now.
Mighty number 3, Dynatron, was spotted at this facility. We suspect she may attempt to siphon its power.
You, all set, then?
Actually not yet. I'm gonna take a quick bio break and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Let's do this.
System ready? Go!
It doesn't get much better.
Sakura! What happened to the lights? I'm scared! Mommy! Mommy!
Relax, Dr. Sanda. It's a temporary blackout caused by the erratic power supply. It may also trigger irregularities in other robots on site. Proceed with due caution, Beck.
That's more.
So this is another problem I have with this game. It doesn't seem to know what its audience is. Like, is this for kids or is this for the ye old Mega Man fans?
Here we go. Here we go.
Because what we just saw is obviously not something that I think many
Bring it
people
on.
appreciate. Myself included. Damn, I thought that was a pitfall. This was also in the beta, but I forgot much of it.
That's more. Here we go. Bring it on. That's more.
Yeah. Oh shh.
Bring it on.
Oh damn it. Alright, so I've been thinking actually. Oh god. I wasn't thinking there very briefly. But anyway.
Bring it on. That's more.
So I think for the most part, originally I was thinking I'd try to just play through and beat the game, but I feel like I'm getting the point across pretty well with like what this game looks like. Like you can kind of see you can already see a lot of the issues with this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maybe show maybe 2 more stages just for the bosses that I happen to like and who are kind of okay, and then we'll move on. And then I can I'll probably swap back to Hollow Knight and think about what to do next later.
Here we go.
Okay, where are we going? We're going down.
Bring it on.
Alright, so just for the most part, other than that, we're just traversing through the stage. Oh, what's happening here?
Zonda, get a hold of yourself. What are you... I see. He's locked inside. Beck, destroy all robots in the area. You'll need their energy to unlock the door.
That's more like it.
Point clear!
Yeah, I mean, beyond that, you can kind of see, like, you can get a general sense, like, what this game is like, just by how things are. We'll just rapid dash through here.
That's more. Here we go. Bring it on. That's more like it. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, googly moogly! Look at the size of those turbines! Careful you don't get sucked in, Beck!
Okay. So, this level was also in the beta. Or it was alpha or beta, whatever. One of the biggest issues with this level specific... Ow, god damn it.
Here we go.
Were those turbines. And the reason for that is because there is one specific turbine in this area that is extremely problematic. So let's see where it was. It was around this area.
That's more like it.
This is a lesson in poor game design, right? We'll be approaching it pretty soon.
That's more like.
Alright, we just get rid of him.
That's more. That's more like.
Alright, here. This specifically is a terrible game design thing. Is a lesson in terrible game design. The reason is because this ability, Crouch Dash, which you do by pressing down and dashing, is never introduced until now. This is the regular dash is all you've been expected to do ever since. This one, it specifically says use the Crouch Dash to get through. Even worse, this is wide enough that you have to practically hug this before you go through. Otherwise, you're going to get killed. This is a terrible game. This is terrible level design right here. And it was something I had really hoped they fixed after the beta, but they didn't. And it is upsetting. Until then, moving on.
That's more. That's
Good.
Bring it on.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, it's a good thing I'm not afraid of the dark. At all.
Silence! How am I supposed to enjoy my meal with you screaming in my ear?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just... wait. Number 3? Clear! You're the one behind these power outages!
That's right, genius. Oh, this delicious energy. It'll get Yes! The power! So much delicious power! Oh, it's intoxicating! I feel dizzy!
Dinah?
So it's you! You've come for my power? You want to take it from me? Well, we'll just see about that.
Alright, let's do this.
Little miss.
What the?
What's this do? I forgot what these did.
What's this? There's no escape. See how well you conduct. What's this? Annoying little mosquito. Time to meet the big bug Zephyr in the sky. There's no escape.
You haven't really been...
Now then.
Oh, wait. Okay, that's right. Yeah, she's been attacking for a while. I forgot what it was.
There's no escape. There's no escape.
Alright, we're almost done. There we go.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
Beck, you saved me.
Mission clear!
All this is doing for me right now is it's making me want to play Mega Man 11. That's honestly all this game is doing for me right now. Oh, this is a terrible decision on my part. Ah!
Oh, blast! I see no pattern whatsoever. What in Tyson's name is behind this?
Target normalization confirmed. Transferring data now, Professor White.
Just a moment. Sonda, has Call been functioning normally this entire time?
Well, she was shut down for a firmware update when everything went all screwy. It seems like any bots that were powered off at the moment this all started are fine.
Shut down, you say? Wait. No, it couldn't be. Or could it be?
You got a theory, Will? Does it also explain why Beck wasn't affected?
You rang Dr. Sonda? Where am I off to next?
Oh, Beck. Yes, just a moment. Let's continue this later, Will, and no trailing off into a next time. Yeah. What should we tackle next?
Okay, guys. Having played through the 3 stages again, honestly, I was originally thinking about trying to beat through this game. Just go through all 8 stages, the final stages, and wrap it up. But after playing through the three of these stages, to be honest with you, one, I think the point gets across of like what Mighty Number 9 looks like, and just about everything that it's lacking in. Just from all the visual, audio, game design, mechanics, level design, and also two, for me, the second thing for me personally, it's not as fun as I remember. I mean, the game wasn't that great to begin with, don't get me wrong, but I do recall the last time I played this, I did have a decent amount of fun. Nowadays, not so much. Like, I see a lot more of the things that I was willing to like glaze over, or just like say like, okay, I don't mind it too much. Nowadays, like, no, this is God, these are sticking out like sore thumbs. So honestly, I think the 4 stages I play get the point across of what this game was like, and how you can probably figure how most players felt about it. So with this said, I'm honestly I think I'm just gonna stop Mighty Number 9 here. We're really not missing much. The story is lackluster. A lot of levels suffer the same thing. None of them look that great. There's still a lot of sound issues too, and just as a whole,
Attention! New tips are added as the game progresses.
I really wish this game could have been
Be sure
better.
to check back and view them regularly.
So for now, we're gonna call it quits with this game, and I might actually be wrapping up the stream pretty soon for tonight. Before I go though, actually, let me do this. Let me do this real quick.
End the game.
Just a sec, folks.
Initializing power down sequence. Bye for now.
Okay, so I've already given my general criticism. So before I wrap it up, I want to quickly say that for Mighty Number 9, to be absolutely frank with everybody, even though there is a lot of negative criticism behind this, very valid criticism to be completely fair, I did not think this game was terrible. I honestly don't think this game is actually really bad. It's just mediocre. There is a lot of controversy and a lot of criticism that was mounted onto it because of the way the Kickstarter was handled, because of the way how the backers felt. and a lot of the controversy that was happening behind the scenes with the development. And in addition, some of the practices that happened with Keiji Inafune as well as the team. And a lot of it, unfortunately, overshadowed and seeped into Mighty Number 9's reviews. That said, it is not a stellar game. It is a average, if not a mediocre game, I would say at best. It's not terrible, it's not unplayable, it's just boring. And it's got terrible level design. Its mechanics do not the level design does not complement the mechanics. As you heard by the sound, there's a lot. Voices, music, they all seem off. The story is lackluster, and just in general, there's a lot of polish that was missing. Honestly, the core mechanics, they are interesting to me. And I like the idea of trying to emphasize a little more speed versus the usual stay back and you gun down everything in traditional Mega Man. However, because the levels were not designed to complement it, the game suffered entirely. It's effectively like you're trying to make a car for racing, but you use features that undermine its performance in this regard. If it were up to me, I would say I'd rate Mighty Number 9 maybe like a 5 or a 6. 6 would be me being nice to it. That said, honestly, in the future, I do want to see a Mighty Number 9 too. I wouldn't mind seeing a Mighty Number 9 sequel. And I think that if the team, Concept, and Inti Creates especially, they're really good at making 2D platformers like Mega Man. You see the name Inti Creates, you almost instantly know these guys know what they're doing when it comes to the 2D action platformer. They were the ones who are responsible for Mega Man Zero, Mega Man ZX, and more recently, they have their own spin-off. They have their own series called Azure Striker Gunball, which is a really fun game and evokes the Mega Man Zero spirit. So they definitely know what they're doing. They absolutely know how to make a good Mega Man game. I'm not quite sure what happened with Mighty Number 9, but I do genuinely believe that if Inafune really wants to give it a go, I think Mighty Number 9 2 has nowhere to go but up. I want to see it become the Mega Man 2 of Mighty Number 9. And I really do believe that it's possible. Obviously, Inafune does not have the confidence as he used to, both maybe within himself and of course the consumers. However, the mechanics I think can be refined and the level design can be better suited to fit it, and a significant degree of polish should be applied. If this is all done, then I do think Mighty Number 9 2, if a potential Mighty Number 9 2 could excel. It could do well. And maybe put the series back in a good light for the fans, especially if it's clear that they learn from their mistakes and they're trying to be more modest about what they want to achieve. But beyond that, everybody, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you all had fun, and on my end, I apologize if the Mighty Number 9 segment was just kind of dragging a little bit. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot more fun to just poke fun at it, but it just got a little more frustrating, and actually, it's just not fun to watch. I think, and it's not really that fun to play either. So, kind of a 1-2 punch of this is not that interesting. So, sorry about that. For now, the next stream, I'm planning to continue with Hollow Knight. We're still going to continue exploring and figure out where to go. And with Mighty Number 9 out of the way, I'm going to try to set up for Mega Man 11 on the PS4. Until then, everybody, once again, thank you very much for coming out. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I hope you all enjoyed. Until then, wherever you are in the world, I hope you all have a good day, a good night, morning, afternoon, evening. I hope you all have a good day. And if I don't see you before then, I hope you all have a good weekend. This is Roleplay, signing out for the night. Take care, all. See you when I see you.